Hi everyone, I'm Owen and these are my Lego shells. Today, more Star Wars. I've got Home One to tell you about, the Rebel ship from the only Star Wars trilogy. Another one of these ships in this neat size that I love so much, the AT-AT from before, of course, and the Acclamator class assault ship as well. I have got the some others to build and show you as well, but this is my most recent, which was a second-hand purchase, which I made a little bit of a video about if you want to watch that, about buying second-hand Lego. Got this one really cheap and was super pleased with it. There are so many, obviously, first thing you notice about it, it's very rounded. So you've got quite a lot of new kind of corner pieces going on in there. But there's also this sort of bubble effect. It's done really quite nicely, really very clever. Some of the angles in this are absolutely wonderful. And then, of course, more angles on the front of the ship as well. The build also includes, now I am going to take this apart and I have reasons for that, and that will become obvious in a future video. But it is worth taking bits and pieces of this apart because you'll see how nicely it's actually built. You know, pieces like this one on the front here that are actually neatly rested against this line of raised bed here against there. So that's like this, so that it fits right onto there, and then when it's on, that curve just goes neatly up against it. Really clever little things like that all through the build. Obviously a lot of these curved pieces going onto it. The studs not on top as well, you can see you've got studs coming on the bottom here, so that's built in two directions. And if I start pulling it apart, we'll also see some of it's just started to fall apart on its own because I've been too rough. Not super interesting on this side, but give you an idea that you are building sort of three-dimensionally, which is really nice. And you'll probably see that in the time lapse as I'm building it here. The other side though, if I can take this off without destroying the whole thing, has got some story elements and some things hidden away inside. So you've got a few different bits and pieces from the films. You've got Admiral Akbar done in 3 studs, with "It's a trap" being the obvious line from that. I think, I'm not certain, but there's some kind of shuttlecraft in there. And then you've got the medical bay as well there, which, sorry, not the medical bay, but the scene that you see at the end of Empire Strikes Back where they're all looking out the window. The medical frigate is what I've just dropped on the floor, Ever the Professional. That's come apart, but you've got this tiny little medical frigate that fits on the side of it as well. But really satisfying build. Lots of small pieces, which I always think is maybe not such a great thing. But the overall effect is really nice, and it's got that, the kind of variety of colour, which I always think is quite a difficult thing to achieve well. That sort of giving it not exactly a mottled look, but slightly ragtag like the rest, like so much of the Rebel Alliance is, which is very cool. And I really like the sort of, this made the whole build just that little bit more interesting to see things going on inside for no real point other than to entertain the builder as well, which is, I think, is quite a nice little thing. The reason that I'm happy to start pulling it apart is I'm going to do a rebrickable. I've not experienced rebrickable stuff before. I've known the website for ages and never decided to buy anything from there. I found one recently that is absolutely beautiful, Star Wars. So it takes Star Wars ships and builds different Star Wars ships. I won't give too much away here, but that will be coming hopefully soon-ish. I don't know. I've got quite a lot of backlog because This is a new phone. I'm hoping this records nicely, and hopefully I can start recording things again rather than just the little mini things that I've been putting out lately, and get back into the long form stuff. So recommended, really enjoyed it. The look is great. It's a great looking ship, and obviously from one of the classic films. I would say you could probably find it cheap. I don't know whether you could find it new cheap, but mine was perfectly good. Was a really nice purchase, and I think I got it about half retail price by buying it second hand. So well worth it from that point of view. And it does just go really nicely with these, or it did before I started pulling it apart. So yeah, until I get round to it and rebrick that into a different Star Wars thing, keep on building, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.